Hello everyone, Rogue Fox here, and welcome back to another episode on the Truly Bedrock SMP server. This is episode 9, and last episode we worked on the pond, or the little oasis, right here on the top of Spawn Island. So, if we take a look up here, this is what we did. So, Prowl had dug this area out and put in a little oasis, and we did a little bit of modification to it, just to give it a little bit more texture and depth, and that came out really awesome. And, as I said in between episodes, I was going to work on, I'm pretty sure I had my elytra on. Yeah, it's on. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't float down. Anyways, I said I was going to work on just the landscaping a little bit more. So, over here, I did mention placing in another rock. So, I did come up with this right here. And again, we are using the new slabs and stairs. So, everything looks super awesome. It looks natural and organic, in my own opinion. Kind of just blends into the corner right here. And then, of course, we did add some greenery up top. Now, there is some wheat still randomly placed about. So, yesterday, I wasn't recording, but I was just getting some stuff done. And I came up here, and all I saw was this whole area covered in wheat. And immediately, I panicked, and I came over to this area. And thankfully, whoever had placed down all the wheat didn't mess with the build over here. So it was literally pushed up right against everything that we have done here. So thankfully they didn't touch that. They didn't touch any of this, and then they didn't touch any of the landscaping down below. Hello, cow. Like you're stuck there. We'll have to take care of that. We do need some meat. So this is what we got done, and I'm curious to see what Prowl has done to his side. I know he said he got a little bit done. And I do see a body of water down there now. It's actually a body of water. And okay, whoop, smacked my face against the wall there. Okay, so let's go ahead and step back and look at what Prowl has done so far. So he did add some texture to the sides. If you remember, this was very flat, especially this area there. Like I said, in the beginning of the season, someone was digging out over here, probably just to gather resources, because we didn't really have any plans for Spawn Island. But yeah, he does have some texture there, and yeah, I'm really super excited to see what he's going to do with this whole thing, and I can't wait to see the finished product. Before we get started on today's project, DB let us know that he has converted my secret room shop place into a post office, so I'm curious to see what he did with it, and that's really cool. So, looks like all of us have mail. I'm going to go ahead and assume that each chest has a comparator behind it, running into a block with redstone, powering the redstone lamp. And where's mine? Here we go, Rogue Fox. And let's see what gave us a cake. I think we'll go ahead and place that in the room. And yeah, as soon as I took that item out, that turned off the lamp. So letting us know the mail has been collected. This is really cool, DV. Community deposit box. We have some sea lanterns, some sponges. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm kind of curious. So if you recall, peek back here. I had my secret bamboo stash back here, and let's see, my build is right there, so technically speaking, let's go ahead and remove this real quick. No one is on the server, so I don't think anyone knows this is here yet. Let's go ahead and remove these blocks. I got Silk Touch. Hello. Yep. And he kind of dug into it. Hey, but it's all good. We still have some bamboo back here that we can collect, so I'll go ahead and take that. But maybe I'll have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to work out some way to make this easy access, because I don't want to keep breaking through a stone wall and trap door each time. But by this point, I mean, we have plenty of bamboo. I haven't really made any sales on it, so I guess at this point, I guess it's pointless to keep growing bamboo. And yeah, let's just go ahead and finish collecting this. So I don't really see a good place to place down my cake, because that is taken up by the decoration. If we put it on the floor, maybe? That's weird. Let's go ahead. Can we pick this up? I think I just smashed my cake. At the end of last episode, we bought some Mending and Unbreaking 3 books from Prowl and added them to the elytra. Now, I went ahead and grabbed some more levels, and I did a little bit more enchanting. So what I want to do is start putting my tools together here, because I have been collecting quite a bit of tools from the end, so I can actually start putting those together to make even better tools. And I haven't really died that much this season, except for my initial death in the Nether, and then I had a couple deaths in the End during my End raid. But other than that, I really haven't had any deaths. So I think it's safe to maybe start combining things. So, for example, I need to do this to get a sharpness 5, and I also want Unbreaking 3. So, sharpness 4, looting 3. That's kind of burning a looting 3 and sharpness 4, though. In the case that I do die, we'll hold off on that. Oh, okay, I almost pulled the whole thing away, huh? Let's go ahead and back out. And let's go over to Prowl shop and get some more Unbreaking books. This is unacceptable, Prowl. I am a paying customer, and I came here for Unbreaking 3 books because I knew you were the guy for Unbreaking 3 books, and you don't even have any. So this is where I got them in the last episode, and I was just checking the rest of his chest here, and all of his mending's gone. This is empty. That has a few left. These are empty. That has a little bit, but those are of no use to us. Those are kind of... yeah. These are empty. These are empty. I mean, come on, dude. What kind of shop are you running here? Like I said, I am a paying customer, and yeah, you need to have some stock. I know you have a villager farm right over there underground where you get all of your books. So you have no excuse to have no inventory here. So, yeah, unacceptable. I think we're going to have to send some sort of message here. There we go. I think we've made our point. So the sign says, what kind of business are you running here? I mean, yeah, I think I made my point about that. I came to buy stuff, and he doesn't even have anything for me to buy. So what I went ahead and did, and I know there's a big prank war going on, and I am not a part of that. I am a neutral party. So this is not a prank. Like I said, this is me sending a message. And what I went ahead and did, just to show that he has no stock, I went ahead and threw cobwebs all inside his shop. And then if we open up these chests here, yeah, I went ahead and lined these up with cobwebs as well. And hopefully he gets the idea. Well, not that one, because it actually has stuff in it. But hopefully that sends the message that, yeah, dude, you really need to resupply your stuff. Because now I don't have any Unbreaking 3. Speaking of shops, let's go ahead and take a look at our shop and see if we sold anything. The Elytra is still up. And I think this season, because it's such a short season, I don't think there's really much demand for Elytra. We're all pretty close to each other. We can travel by boats. And if we look in here, we have made some sales. So let's go ahead and collect our profit here. 16 diamonds. And let's move these up. So it looks like we're slowing down on our selling here. And I figured that because by this point, I think everyone probably has all the shulker boxes that they need for all their projects. Like I said, we don't have big areas or anything like that. We're all pretty close. So I figured after everyone has a few shulker boxes, they're pretty much good. And let's go ahead and check everything else that we have here. Though, no, I think those are still empty. And, well, hey, we actually sold some potions. So 3 diamonds each for the slow falling, and then 1 each for the turtle master. Very nice. And I can probably slash those prices because I set that price before I found all of those phantom membranes. So actually, I feel kind of bad if we ever bought those because, yeah, I think we can sell those for a lot cheaper. But very nice. We have 24 more diamonds, and let's go ahead and add that to our collection in here. Very nice. So we have 20 blocks of diamonds along with 55 diamonds. For today's project, I did have something planned, but I got a message from Prowl yesterday, and apparently he wants me to help him work on some trees. Now, this is something Cuban is working on, so I believe this is going to be his shop. And thankfully, this isn't going to be a spoiler because my episode isn't coming out until after his. So I don't have to worry about this being in the background of what I'm doing today. So it looks really good. I'm not quite sure what kind of shop this is going to be, but yeah, it looks pretty awesome. So I did see in Prowl's episode, he did work on this. He filled in the water right here, which looks pretty cool. And I did see him working on a palm tree around this area. Now, this is where he wanted my help, So we are going to make some more palm trees, except he has requested that I use stripped oak or stripped birch. And at the moment, all I have is oak wood, so we're going to go ahead and go with the stripped oak. So he wants this down here for his oasis area, and again, with everything that is going on, less is going to be more. So for sure, we're going to go ahead and place a palm tree right here. And I know Cuban wanted to borrow some of my coarse dirt, so I'll just go ahead and place my green box right there that has all of my terraforming stuff, my leaves, my dirt, and everything that you can see there. So I'll just go ahead and leave that right there. He can dig into that if he wants. And apparently there is a beacon coming out of the mountain here, and let's see what this says. It's been a few days since I've been online. I don't know if he just cussed right here, because usually if Minecraft thinks you are cussing, then that's usually what pops up on the text. So I don't know what that's supposed to be. Reserved for Foxy, my beacon 2. And yeah, of course you have some mobs down there. Yeah, I heard mobs. That's where they're coming from. Light up your stuff, Foxy. So what I'm thinking is for the first palm tree, I know Prowl is still going to terraform all this. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do over here, but I know his original idea was to have his oasis surrounded by palm trees, kind of like up there, but we did find out that one was just going to be the right amount. Any more would have been too cluttered, too busy, and I'm thinking for this, because I know he's going to put a lot of work into this, so I don't want to take away from that. So I'm thinking we can place a palm tree maybe around this area. And for the most part, I made the palm trees either straight up or slightly bent. And by slightly bent, all I did was come over by a block. So it should be one. So right here. So it came over about a block, and then I continued up, and it looks like did someone steal one of my cocoa beans? I mean, yeah, it's funny to watch other people moving around behind me. Yeah, I mean, did anyone steal any more cocoa beans? I mean, I'm not like pointing any fingers, but I did see cocoa beans growing on my tree down here the other day. But I mean, come on, guys, if you're gonna take my cocoa beans, at least put them back. I think I'm liking the way this is turning out. So you can see I do have more of a bend going this way towards the water. And I would do one more, but you have to remember that I still need to put the leaves out. So that's still going to be a 3x3 area, an extra 2 blocks, and then another block out with the leaves hanging down. So it should probably come out around here somewhere. And then that doesn't take away from everything he wants to do from this angle here. And then even walking up from this side, because I know there's a lot of traffic coming from their islands over here. Yeah, you'd still be able to see everything going on, so if he details that, and then of course as you walk under, then you'll still see all the detail work that he's going to do. So I think that is good. And like I said, he does want stripped wood, which we'll do at the very end. But now all we need to do is start placing in the leaves. So where have I been? If anyone noticed, I haven't had a video out since I think last Tuesday. That means I missed Saturday's episode. I missed Tuesday's episode, which is today currently. Today is Tuesday. And I'm most likely going to miss the tutorial for this Thursday as well, because I would be recording my tutorial right now, but I feel like I'm going to be busy this weekend, and I don't want to miss another TB episode. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the episode instead of my tutorial. But that being said, where have I been? So I'm not sick, even though I sound a little messed up. The weather has not been nice around. It's been very cloudy. It's been raining, so my sinuses are all messed up, and yeah, that's just messing with me. But where have I been? So a lot of things have come up all at once. A lot of things in my personal life, and I wouldn't say it's bad, depending how things turn out. But my wife and I have had the opportunity to get our own place. So we've been working basically 24/7 on that, as far as the contacts we've had to make and getting all of our ducks in a row and all that good stuff. So that's where I've been, and if everything works out, I'm still waiting for an answer. Actually, today, we're kind of stressing out about it. It sounds like we pretty much have the place, but we don't have the for sure answer. So we're stressing out about that at the moment. As I'm recording, I actually have my phone right next to me. We're talking about it, both stressing out about it, most likely overthinking it. They're probably like on lunch or something. But like I said, it sounds like we pretty much have the place, but you never know until you get that official okay. So we're hoping for the best, and I'm sure I'll have an update maybe later on in this video, depending on how long I'm recording for, or probably by next episode, most likely. But if that's the case, then yeah, I need to get this episode done now, because this weekend I would be moving in, so that means I would have no time to do anything at all, because yeah, moving, it sounds like it's not that much, but that ends up being like a whole day thing, not to mention all the things we'd have to go out shopping for, everything we'd have to go buy. So yeah, if everything works out the way it should, I'm going to be having a very busy next few days coming up. So again, that is why I'm recording for Saturday's episode, which is today's episode. Today, that's confusing. I'm recording today on Tuesday for Saturday's episode. So Saturday's episode, I say today because that would be the day you're watching it, on Saturday. That sounds confusing, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. And let me go ahead and finish up this tree. Let me go ahead and take a step back and see what we're working with. Oh, that's looking cool. So it does have that nice little bend to it. And then, of course, I did give that extra block space right here so we can add some cocoa beans. And so it's not kind of just cocoa beans right here, and then, you know, like comes up, and then it's flat, and then cocoa beans. We get that extra little block of space to add in cocoa beans. So let's go ahead and step back from over here. Yeah, I think that's going to look really good. And I went ahead and placed in the rest of the leaves, and yeah, that looks really good. And we just checked it from this side just a moment ago. But yeah, that's going to be really cool because you can still see through it, so you will be able to see all his detail work. And as I said, as you walk up to it, you're just under the palm tree and looking at whatever he's going to do here. I know it's going to look amazing, but yeah, just that view that you're going to have. And like I said, I didn't want to obstruct it from this angle, because this is where you're going to see the whole terraforming work in all of its glory. Maybe we can place, I don't know, like I said, I don't know what Foxy is doing right here, but if anything, I would want another palm tree off to the side over here, just to kind of fill in this area or something like that. But for now, we are going to leave this one here. And of course, like I said, he does want this to be stripped, so let's go ahead and do that. And that's a little laggy, huh? And then let's go ahead and place in, come on, place, oh, you know what? Can I not place cocoa beans on stripped wood? Or, oh, it has to be jungle wood, doesn't it? That's not too noticeable, right? I mean, we're gonna have some cocoa beans over this, so maybe that will hide it. And apparently I still can't place cocoa beans on it. Does it have to be regular jungle wood then? So I'm gonna go ahead and assume yes. I just had assumed, since I was still using jungle wood, even though it was stripped, I could still place cocoa beans on it. And go ahead, let's pop up here real quick. And of course, everything I need I have tucked away. Go ahead and remove that. And jungle wood. Nope, missed. Yeah, so apparently it has to be regular jungle wood. It can't be stripped. So I'm not quite sure what to do here. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll leave it. And then I'll see what Prowl wants to do. Because worst case scenario, what I can do is leave it as stripped oak, and then I can just place jungle leaves like that underneath to fill that area in instead of the cocoa beans. But at the same time, that kind of takes away from the overall theme that we have going on here. So it'd be nice to have the cocoa beans there. So I'm going to go ahead and put cocoa beans for now. And then, like I said, we'll see what Prowl wants to do. Alrighty, I went ahead and added in a couple more palm trees. So if we take a look here, I added this palm tree right there, and then that palm tree right there. And I spoke with Prowl, so he didn't want the cocoa beans. So we went ahead and used the leaves instead to fill in that area just to make it look a little more full. Yeah, if we take a look here, that looks really good. And if we step over this way and look at it from here, so that does look pretty full. Again, I think there needs to be a tree right there and possibly over here. But the only thing with that is that this is TNC's little area that he's working on. So he has some decorations coming up, and then looks like he expanded the grass out this way and mixed in the grass running into the sand. So I'm not quite sure what he's going to do with this area here. And then, as I mentioned, a tree here would be nice just to fill in this whole area. But it does look like Foxy has something going on here, as indicated by, well, this hole in the wall. And then the beacon coming out and into the sky. So I'm assuming he's doing something in there. So I don't want to interfere with what anyone else is doing. Like I said, Prowl has just requested that I place palm trees around the hut area, so I went ahead and did that. And if we take a look from this side, it looks full because this up here kind of fills in this whole skyline area. Now I think there needs to be another one up there, at least some bushes or something coming up. But I don't know what the other TV members are going to do with this area. Yeah, I know Foxy's, yeah, we can see Foxy's base sticking out right there. And I just heard some ticking, so he has something going on below us. So I'm not quite sure what he has. I'm pretty sure this whole mountainside right here is taken up. So I don't know if this is going to be decorated or not. Maybe that can be another future project. That way we can bring the whole island into one big theme here. Because as it looks, this whole island is starting to become covered in palm trees. So maybe we can take all the work we've been doing over there and expand it to this side as well. That way this looks like one big tropical island that has been inhabited by everyone, and that would be super cool. Now that project is done over on Prowl's side in our little lighting project that we just did, but I also noticed in Prowl's video that we made more sails, and like I said, I haven't been on here in 5 days, so I have replaced this already, but we did make a sale on some shulker boxes, which I think Prowl bought. I know he didn't want to buy them all out, if I remember correctly. And then, yes, we also sold one pair of elytra, which means, I know there are some pairs of elytras out there, which means I should probably start selling some fireworks. And this was also where I was selling my ender chests. Now, those are selling really well, for whatever reason. I guess people just really need ender chests. So, I'm going to go ahead and supply the demand right there. We have 5 more ender chests. And let's see, I know in this video I also saw, yeah, we have some sales in bamboo. Very nice. And we also have some sales with the sea pickles. Now, the reason why I am charging gold ingots is because this pretty much funds all my golden apples here. For the most part. I'm not talking to you. Don't hurt me. So, yeah. I want to sell golden apples, which I guess aren't really selling, but the reason behind selling things for golden ingots was so I could actually sell golden apples, and I don't think anything else was sold. We already took care of the potions at the beginning of the episode. Like I said, that was a few days ago, so no sales since then, and that is everything. So we went ahead and made 43 more diamonds, which is always very nice, so we're going to go ahead and add that to our stash here. Yeah, that is just adding up, isn't it? Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Villager. Thank you for tending to the shop while I haven't been around and doing all the business for me. I really appreciate it. And I should probably put the gold away too. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think we are about out of time for today's episode, but I really wanted to at least get started on my original project of what I wanted to do. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Cuban's doing here. All right, very nice, very nice. Oh, walking through them. Very cool. And I don't know, that'd be cool if he does something down below too, like a little basement area, like a little split level home type shop. And I don't even know what he's selling. I do see a brewing stand, so I'm going to go ahead and assume he's selling potions? Is that trap chest? Okay, that it. Not quite done, almost. Well, yeah, judging by the chest I just looked at, yes, I can tell that it's not quite done, but it is looking really good. I really like the way that is a staircase, very nice. Yeah, this thing this thing is looking awesome. We got a little chimney here, and I wonder if he needs cobwebs, because we did throw some cobwebs into Prowl's hut earlier, or a few days back, which I know he did discover. I don't think he knows who did it yet, because I haven't been recording or releasing any episodes. So I wonder if he's going to have some cobwebs coming out from the chimney. That looked really cool. And we are definitely all out of time, but before we close today's episode, like I said, Cuban did need some cobwebs for his build, and oh, wow, I didn't know, let off a shadow like that. Maybe I wasn't supposed to see that? I've never seen that. That is my first time seeing that. And yeah, easily distracted once again. But like I said, before we close out today's episode, we're going to go ahead and drop off some of the cobwebs that we have. So I guess we can just go ahead and leave all of it. So we'll go ahead and place it right there. And I think that's a pretty obvious spot. So hopefully that is enough. If not, then of course you can always ask Prowl where the rest of those cobwebs are that we used inside his hut a few days ago. But with that being said, everyone, this is the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I'm out. I'll see you later.